what's up? What's up, everybody? This is Jeff from BKJmacTV, and this is the BKJmac Experience. This is season 2, episode 14, and this episode is a pretty sad one. Today, we're taking the time to remember and honoring Jimmy Carter. It was the 39th President of the United States. He served from 1977 to 1981. He beat Gerald Ford in 1976 to win the term as president. In office, there were a lot of issues that he had to deal with. The economy was not in good shape. Inflation was very high. Gasoline prices were very high. And the American public blamed Jimmy Carter for that, when in actuality he wasn't responsible, because the President of the United States is just a figurehead, really, in actuality. It's the Congress and the Federal Reserve are the ones that set the rates, and they pass the bills. The President signs the bills. He could recommend a bill, but it's up to Congress to pass the bill and the Federal Reserve to pass it. But the people didn't understand that in the 70s, in the late 70s. It's one of the reasons why in the 1980 presidential election, he was voted out and Ronald Reagan was voted in. However, Jimmy Carter did not allow that to stop him. He went on, not with his head down, but with his head held up. He went on to build hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of houses. He gave back countless hours of his time and his service to the communities of color. And around the world, he was able to build houses and after houses after houses. Jimmy Carter was the ambassador of human kindness, dignity, and humility. He was the greatest of all times. What this former president did is on a class of his own. He didn't let the defeat get to him. If anything, the defeat showed him that he had to do more after he left office. Once he built his foundation, Ronald Reagan invited him back to commemorate it. It was an amazing gesture. From a president to a former president. Jimmy Carter did what he did best, and that's help people on this earth. Him and his wife did so much work, and it's what he'll be remembered for. He also was a pastor. He had church services, and he would do tutoring services for people who wanted to learn, worshipers who wanted to learn the Bible. This man gave it all. He fought through many types of illnesses, and he still kept fighting. He still kept holding on. But at 98, he has entered hospice care, and he is ready to ascend to the heavens. He has left his mark here on earth. He has done great things. He is the example of what humans should be able to do on this earth, which is be kind and treat each other with respect and do and build for each other. It's only one earth, one people. So we can't play games. We got to build and build and build for the next generation to come over. And that generation has to build and build and build. We have to take the baton and continue moving it forward nonstop. That's what Jimmy Carter did. And for that, we honor and respect Jimmy Carter, our 39th President of the United States. It's sad. When I heard the news that he had entered hospice care, it made me sad. I just couldn't believe it. But I know that he felt that it was time for him to go. He ascends to heaven. And because of that, we will remember him for what he did here on earth and for the many, many, many many people he influenced and affected in their personal lives. God bless your soul, Jimmy Carter, and God bless everything you did for us here on earth. You are the greatest of all times. We, the American people, appreciate you, and we give you a great gratitude of warmness and kindness from our hearts. God, when the time comes, God rest your soul, Mr. President. Thank you for listening. Peace, love, always. One.